Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live, listening to replay. Always appreciate everybody for tuning in live, listening to replay. Definitely always appreciate you all. This is one of those episodes that we've definitely seen a lot going in the public for years now, and even still to this current day and moment, the vault's never given legal advice. The vault doesn't give financial advice. But somehow you got these organizations, you got these people that are able to fly under the financial radar and say that they're not giving financial advice, they're not giving legal advice, but somehow, how does crypto have one of the largest failure rates? They try to say that this industry is built off of privacy, and every day you hear about somebody getting busted stealing money. You hear it all the time. Oh, how did they find the Bitcoin someone stole if it's secured? But this is for the unaccredited investors, the non sophisticated investors, the people that live off this word. It's called hope. You hope something's going to work. So when you talk about Ponzi schemes, FTX, non FDIC insured investments, you're going to get a lot of hucksters as the mentors, and that's what we call them. These guys will tell you it's another week. Oh, put your money in the exchange. You're seeing exchanges blow up all the time in the crypto space, but you got people in your ear telling you crypto's the greatest thing since gold. You got people on the internet telling you cash is trash. How? You still using cash, right? Right. But when crypto has lost its value, when the exchange is telling you that we're not doing lending, when the exchange is telling you that we're slowing down lending, we're slowing down trading for these cryptos and these Ponzi schemes. Oh man, don't put that out there like that. Trust Christian in the vault. Well, could you describe to us, Trust Christian in the vault, the language that these people use? The language that these people use, they overpromise and underdeliver. That's the part that people don't want to hear because they're living off of hope. I hope it works. You think if you put your money in the bank, you hope it's going to be there? It's still an investment. You're investing in the company not to lose your money. Whether they give you, what is it, 0.2%, 2% interest on your money at a traditional bank, you're expecting the money to be there. See, when you're dealing with FDIC insured investments, you have the proper expectations. Guess what? They do say that the government will bail you out, to bail the companies out. You got a fighting chance when you're dealing with FDIC. But oh no, no. Then you get these people in the crypto sector, oh, well, it's not regulated. And then look at the stories. Not only are the coins a bust, the exchanges have become a bust. But oh no, no, wait another week, wait another month. We'll figure out the bugs. We'll get the bugs squared away. What are they going to do? They're going to go restructure it. Oh, you didn't hear it? They restructured it. These companies have stolen billions. Not just the M's, the B's. We could almost say they stole the T's. But we're going to say the B's for sure. So they stole the billions. They bought houses. They were riding around in nice fancy cars. And who's left with the cat in the bag? The consumer. The so-called investors. Then you get the hucksters that say, "Oh, it's not an investment." It's not, what is it then? Is it a sponsorship or is it an investment? See, it's important at the Vault we study language, so it's important to know the language that people are using because these are the things that when It's not legal advice or financial advice. When you get in the environment and you don't know one word from the other, one word can disqualify you from suing somebody. Why do you think they have the FDIC insurance in place? To sue somebody. Who can you sue? Oh man, I don't know. I don't want to sue. This is the problem. These big companies are stealing money from poor people. They're stealing money from broke people. They're stealing money from people that got jobs. They're stealing money from a half-ass entrepreneur. Oh, I'm just starting on my business. You know the stats are 90% of businesses go out of business in the first 5 years, and you're going to be the exception of the 5%, which is fair, but you're going to be the exception. And you have to face that reality. Oh no, well, I'll make the 5%, so I'll be in the 5% that's going to make it. This isn't Trust Christian and the Vault stats. This is Bureau of Labor and Statistics. 95% of the businesses fail within the first 5 years. 95%. What do you think it is for investing? It's a 99% failure rate. You got a 1% failure or success rate in it. Is it that easy? How is it going to be easy when you got these guys playing word games with you? It's unregulated. It's regulated. Is it? Which one is it? Then when it hits the fan, oh, we're filing bankruptcy. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you need to listen to the fact that, guess what? Your favorite Fortune 500 companies have damn near filed for bankruptcy. So why would you care about filing bankruptcy personally? Your favorite Fortune 500 companies are filing bankruptcy left or right. These guys are filing bankruptcy left and right. But do you know there's different types of bankruptcies? Not just one bankruptcy, but three. Oh man, I'm going to file bankruptcy. Well, what the hell does that mean? Does that mean you don't have any assets? No, it doesn't mean that. They can actually be bankrupt and still have assets. So that means they have something that they can sell and pay back their investors. But see, the world you live in, do you want regulation or do you not want regulation? Because in the unregulated world, these guys are getting away with the biggest Ponzi schemes of all time. Stealing money. They're stealing your energy. They're keeping you poor. They're keeping you impoverished. That's a fact. Do you have the gall to sue these guys? Do you have the gall to hire a private investigator to get to know who these people are? No, you just want to put your money in so I can get passive income. That's what I need, passive income. I'm trying to have the lottery mentality and get 40% returns, 60% returns, 120% returns. Oh, really? When the bank's not even giving out more than 5% every year, and supposedly average per the insurance, and this is just from what we've heard, but you can still check your facts. If the average over a 10 to 20 year period is paying over 7% in the stock market just by leaving your money in the stock market, where's this mentality of, oh, I need the 40%, I need the 20%, I need the 100%, I need the 120%? This comes from a lottery mentality. We had people come to the last workshop. Oh, I'm in the crypto investment. Oh, really? One exchange just went down and you're still in it. And you don't understand it's unregulated. Well, that was that organization, not the one I'm with. Right. It's always different for the next unregulated investment. It's not. It's definitely not. But what's unfortunate is we have people contact us all the time, living off the word hope. I hope it works out. I hope the exchange gets back up and running. I hope I get paid. They're hoping. But when you go to the bank, Are you hoping your money's there? No, because they understand that it's regulated. They have a lot more confidence in it. That's where we are, ladies and gentlemen. You got to investigate before you invest. You got to investigate before you invest. It's not legal advice, it's not financial advice. It's, well, Trust Christian and Vault. This company was set up there in the Bahamas. Sounds like they might have a tax beneficial situation there. So not only did the company steal billions, they were in a tax free jurisdiction or a minimal tax jurisdiction. And the unfortunate part is, people that are in some of these positions, they don't have enough money to go buy a lawyer to sue. They really don't. They don't even have enough money to go get to sue and get a lawyer. That's the difference. That's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Are you aware that you got to have some downside cash? Oh man, well, these people, they set up their company in another jurisdiction for a reason. For a reason. It was supposed to set it up in the good old United States, right? One of the freest countries, right? Especially for capitalism. It's a capitalist country. So they focused on making capital and also focused on regulating these, well, goofballs that want to steal your money. And you hope they're not trying to steal your money. Because you might have somebody that sounds like, oh, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. When there's a breach in contract, it's a termination of trust. The Ponzi schemes, there was a breach of contract, and guess what? They filed bankruptcy. They said, oh, we can't pay out right now. Not one exchange, multiple exchange. From what? Unregulated investments. And it's so sad because the language in the contracts never hold liability to the company because they suck in the first place. Because they suck. Oh man, they just had some hiccups. What are you talking about? If you walked into the bank and they had a hiccup with your money, you might not leave the bank. You might do what they used to call for postal workers and go postal. But oh no, no. You shouldn't do that. Relax. The market's going to bounce back, right? Isn't that what they say? Give us some more time. We'll figure it out. Well, I ain't trying to go at nothing that's giving me 2 and 3 and 4% every year. I'm not trying to get 7% off the private family banking system. I'm not trying to get 5% or 7% because that ain't really no money. Well, what are you doing that is not really focused on your downside? Because most times the downside is worse than the upside, which the downside is losing your principal. And rule 101 in investing, make back your principal. Did you make back your principal? I hope I make back my principal. Do these organizations have staffs? Do these organizations have customer service lines? Oh no, they're set up in a foreign jurisdiction. Oh no, I'm dealing with somebody. You hear that? It's in a foreign jurisdiction. You're dealing with a somebody. Hmm. It's interesting to see the marketplace because now you know why they're called unaccredited investors. They don't have a track record. Now you know why they're called unsophisticated investors because they're not competent in contract, competent in language. Can you sue? Well, you could lose everything. It's an investment. Was it stated that way to you in the beginning? Now you think about this. In the so-called crypto market, it's not a lot of space to lose money. So you're only betting on the upside. No one tells you in the market you can make money buying and selling. But they want to tell you, oh, if you get in now, you'll catch it at a floor and it'll go back up. That's the crypto side of it. Then you got these other alternative investments that, oh, it's always you're investing at your risk. But they'll change the language to not say it's an investment. Well, what is it? A tchotchke. They better off word tchotchke. Ponzi scheme. I'm going to take money from this person and give it to that person. No one wants to be honest in a lot of these unregulated investments because they don't have to be, because they're dealing with people that aren't even honest with themselves, because they're living off of hope. Go look up the definition of hope in a legal dictionary. How about that? Go look up hope in a financial dictionary. How can you live off hope in finance? And that's the difference between the vault and these other organizations out here, is we're focused on black and white, the paper. Not sitting here talking about, well, maybes and kindas, and it'll come back around and we'll figure it out. The vault delivers. Period. But oh no, no. You got people out here pushing these unregulated investments. And unfortunately, year after year after year after year after year, we saw these companies take people's money. The CEOs, they're going to Dubai. They're going to Dubai. What do you think is in Dubai? It's called a vacation with your money. They're going to United Arab Emirates. They're going to Singapore. What do you think they're doing? They're going on vacation with your money. They're going down to the BVI, the British Virgin Islands. We're going to set up our company there. They're on vacation with your money. So do you count it as a loss? Nah. You actually prepare to sue. But what happens to people that didn't have the capital in the first place? How are they going to sue? Did you run it past a lawyer yet? Hey, is this even a case? Do I have a case? Did you run it past a lawyer yet? Well, they said it was an investment and I have the risk of losing money. But is that in the contract? Not what's stated verbally, what's in the contract? Because when you sign paper and you sent it through the internet, it's a contract. The hell with the verbal contract. It's a contract. And these guys, per the contract, has skated off to the tune of billions, living in mansions while you were still working hard, but you gave them your investment capital. They're flying over to Dubai and Singapore and the BVI on your dollar. Well, isn't that what Fortune 500 do? No, they actually get loans from banks. They're backed by institutions. Is your model utilizing institutional capital? Using Federal Reserve, fractional reserve banking? Or are you using, here's the classic word, it's the three-letter word, OPM. See, what you think is OPM is somebody else using your money. Oh, I'm going to use OPM. Yeah, that's what the investment managers are telling you. Through the crypto, through the Ponzi schemes, or whatever. But hey, is it an investment or is it not? That's the difference between being sophisticated and unsophisticated. We used to hear people during the 2020, oh, I'm making money short selling in the market. I'm making money day trading. What happened to all of them? What happened to the commercials? I'm a day trader. I'm a multimillionaire. Day trading sounds like a job. Sounds like a job. Well, it is, right? It's a job. What do you think the best day traders are at? The best day traders or the best traders are working for companies. They have companies. They have staffs. We'll repeat it again. Day traders that are the best, they work for Fortune 500s. They have their own company and they have a staff that you can call. What's unfortunate is that these companies that are absconding from paying back investors and satisfying their investors, they're getting away with it because they're in unregulated industries that the gov hasn't come down on them yet. So it looks pretty. Oh, we're in an unregulated investment environment. It's unregulated. We're trying to stay under the radar with our investments. Because it's really, we don't want to call it an investment, but we still can lose, right? Investment equals risk. The Ponzi schemes steals money from people with lottery mentality. People that don't invest before they investigate. And they pop up all the time. It's unfortunate. It really is. Oh man, well, you should have never invested money that you needed. You think you're going to tell the bank that? You think the bank cares if you invest money that you don't need? The bank doesn't care. But people want to say, oh, well, you should have invested the money that you need. Everybody needs every dollar. You can always have more dollars than less. So everybody needs every dollar. It's not, oh, you shouldn't have invested your last. No, you should have kept your word on the contracts. Are they investments or are they not? Because we know usually regulated investments, they have a downside protection. But when you're in the unregulated industries, all you're seeing right now, we're seeing it over and over, is theft. They don't want to say it, but it's easy to recognize. Just look at what they're doing. Are they paying out or are they paying up to the board of directors? The guys that strategically open the companies in foreign jurisdictions than where they live. Hmm. You, is your bank that you bank with set up in a foreign jurisdiction? Well, I don't know. You might want to research that because they're not. They may have other subsidiaries in other countries, but the main depository institution, investment or not, is locally in your jurisdiction for a couple reasons. Partially so you can do what? Sue them. Regulation has put that in place that you have to have the ability to sue them where they're not in some foreign jurisdiction. They don't have to show up, or the mail's going to take forever to get to them, and then they don't show up. And then you reschedule, and then they don't show up, and then you reschedule. And then if you're not smart enough, then you might not, if you're not sophisticated enough, you might not even get a summary judgment on them. Because it comes from the lottery mentality and the hope mentality, and they have no place in finance. We had to talk about it because we get phone calls frequently. People sit at the workshops, oh, I got this investment and it's paying out this and it's paying out that. And you're not managing it? What is it? It's not regulated? Think about your mentality when you are trying to get in unregulated investments. That says a lot. We'll see. how that looks in 2023. Because in 2022, we've seen scamdemic, all types of Ponzi schemes. You get these exchanges that are going under, lending institutions on the unregulated side are going under, but you think your unregulated one's not going to do that because it's been good or it's promising. I hope it doesn't. That's the mentality. Definitely giving fair warning to individuals because people reach out all the time and they talks about this. Like we say, they come to workshops and they talk about this stuff. And in the end, who's left with the cat in the bag? Who's got the rabbit in the hat trick? The so-called consumer, the so-called little guy, the so-called guy that should have understood his risk before he put the money in. Because you don't have integrity at the top. That's what's stated. That's what it looks like. One day the company's doing well. Next thing, company can't fulfill a contract now. Oh shit, we gotta sue you. But oh no, well, in the contract was it stated as an investment? When the contract was it stated that I could lose my money? See, you don't want to go back to the contract because people they're not sophisticated. They forgot about that. Just pay me my money back. Just pay me my money. What makes you think that these things are going to change? They're not. It's just the characters and the players. So we're doing this episode so you can just say for the next situation you walk into, you rather take the little bit of loss that you're going to take on the upside than take the complete loss on the downside. You're going to count the opportunity cost loss and say, I'd rather have an opportunity cost loss than a complete loss. Because these organizations out here, what? These companies, they're filing bankruptcy. And what? Does that mean they got to pay the money back? Does that mean they got to pay the money out? Does that tell you when they're going to pay the money out? Can you sue while they're in bankruptcy? Can you sue the officers of the company for financial malfeasance? But when you don't know contracts, you don't even know what a financial officer malfeasance is. These guys don't even have officers omissions insurance. Of course, you could eat them up in court for breakfast because they weren't prepared. They thought they were slick and they took advantage of people. That's what they did. I'm more financially sophisticated, so I'm going to take advantage of you. And that's the issue that we have with it. Because when you're the smartest person in the room, it's time for us to get the hell out. These people aren't smart. They're dumb. We're going to call them what they are. They're dumb. And they're dumb because they think you're dumb. They think you're stupid. They think you're slow. They think that you're not sophisticated. They know that you're an unaccredited investor. And that's who they prey on. The weak. Only the strong will survive. That's the code that they live by. You shouldn't have put in your last. That's the code they live by. Anybody that's not an accredited investor needs every dollar and cent. Be ever vigilant. Investigate before you invest. Take that from this episode. Well, how long do I got to investigate? What's wrong with you hiring a private investigator to find out about the owner of the company to see how they're living? These guys are living well off of your dime and your nickel. And you're working hard. How do you change that? You investigate before you invest. Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, it's Christian at trustchristian.com. We got the workshop coming up, trustee training coming up. January 14th. Already have the day set out. Just finishing up some small things on this flyer, ladies and gentlemen. Just give us an opportunity to get this thing squared away. Getting it squared away. We got the flyer coming for the most part, but we have the date squared away. January 14th. Already got that squared away. Christian at trustchristian.com. Reach out. We'll definitely be prepared for the workshop. Look forward to hearing from you all from the workshop or even through consultations. You can feel free to reach out. Christian at trustchristian.com for trustee training. Look forward to hearing from you. Peace. Enjoy.